Let's go against the flow.
Laban ako sa agos, I go against the flow.
Against the Flow.
Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to another edition of Against the Flow. Ako po si Jordan. I am your host. And Merry Christmas. Yes, this is our Christmas special. By the way, we opened up with For King and Country's version of Little Drummer Boy live. Naranasan niyo na bang umattend ng isang engranding celebration? For instance, it's a debut and you were invited. So you got all dressed up, you got to the venue, grabe bongga, yung stage, yung setup, yung backdrop, lahat. And then there were a lot of guests there, VIPs. Everybody was into this party and everybody had a good time. Ang daming food, the festivities of it. And by the end of that night, you realize parang may kulang. At ano yun? Yung celebrant. Wala pala doon. So if it was a debut, imagine a debut, wala yung debutante. So ano nangyari? Pwede ba mangyari yun? Maybe it happens rarely sa mga occasions in real life, like if the person who was celebrating got sick or didn't make it to the venue. Siguro, oo. Pero can that really happen? Let me tell you, it happens at least once a year. Yes, I see this happening during this holiday season. So, today on the program, ang ating topic is Pasko na may Kristo. Paano natin sisiguraduhin na ang celebrant ay kasama natin sa okasyon na to? Stick around and I'll tell you. If you are watching this or listening to this, gamitin nyo ang hashtag ATF Christmas 2020 para alam namin na nakikinig kayo. And if I find you, I will follow you back or like and even repost if we see it, okay? So anything that you want to post about us, that's the hashtag to use. So how do we make sure na may Pasko or may Kristo ang Pasko? May Pasko. Pero ang tanong, may Kristo nga ba? Kasi yung iba nakikicelebrate lang, hindi naman talaga, for instance, believers sa Lord. Pero they'll ride on the break and the festivities. Siyempre, masaya to eh. But it's not gonna be a happy one, I tell you, kung wala naman yung celebrant. So anong kailangan gawin? Unang-unang tip, seek the celebrant. Okay? Hanapin nyo. Do you remember that first Christmas and Jesus was born in the manger? And so the wise men, they had to look for him. They had to get on the camels and search in the desert, and then they saw the star. So let me read to you in Matthew 2, verse 1 and 2. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, the Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star, and when it rose, and we have come to worship him." So like these guys, ganun dapat tayo every year. Where is the one who is King of the Jews, the one who is born this season? We want to celebrate him. Well, you know, si Santa, he is known to present the gifts underneath the tree. Eh, si Jesus, he was the present on the tree. Ang nakakalungkot, marami mas ina-acknowledge pa si Santa na hindi naman talaga totoo, or yung mythical figure at least. So, Jesus, siya yung bida nitong season na to. Alam nyo, yung first Christmas, they saw the star, no? I want you to imagine, what if they got stuck with the star? Because it's a big star and it was moving, it was leading them. What if they just said, ooh, ang ganda ng star, and then they got stuck there. Hindi na nila hinanap yung kanilang dapat i-worship. I think that's the scenario with the holiday season. We get stuck with the lights, with the festivities, the celebration, and then yun nga, di na natin na-celebrate yung celebrant. So we need to look for him. I want you to imagine you're in a big party like the one I mentioned earlier. And there's so many people. So what do you do when you arrive late, for instance? Siyempre, hanapin mo yung celebrant para mabati mo siya. So, a reminder that the star was not the star of the first Christmas. We're going to be seeing a lot of stars, mga parol, mga Christmas lights, pero hindi talaga yon yung bida. So, find that celebrant. Alam nyo, we miss out on the real fun when we forget about the sun. Meron akong nakitang isang nakasabit na sign sa isang fast food na restaurant lately. And siguro maganda naman yung intention niya because it's been a hard year. itong taon na to, nasa 2020. Ang nakasulat doon ay tuloy ang Pasko basta tayo ay magkakasama. Or, yeah, Christmas is not canceled as long as we have each other. It's nice, but if I were to fix that sign, I would put Christmas is not canceled basta kasama natin ang Lord na si Jesus Christ.
Hi, I'm Ruther and we are Against the Flow! Yeah!
And this is Against the Flow, talking about paano i-make sure na si Kristo ay nasa ating Pasko. Here's the second tip or point for the day. Celebrate the celebrant. Yes, a lot of people are opportunists during these times. They try to use the holiday for their self-benefit or advantage. It's okay naman na rumakit ng konti siguro, oo, pero don't get lost in that. Let me read to you in Matthew 2:11. When they came to the house, yung mga nagsisik sa Lord, they saw the child with his mother and they bowed down and worshipped Him. So nowadays, maraming worship, hindi lang yung celebrant. Yun nga, yung payday, bonus, jowa. Yung iba, ayaw nung malamig ang Pasko. Kung ayaw nyo malamig, mag-sweater kayo, gaya ko ngayon. Remember, it's not your birthday. Huwag tayong spoiled. Isa sa mga pinaka-ayokong narinig ko sa mga friends ko minsan pag lumalapit sa akin, you could call me the Grinch, but they tell me, oh, nasan yung gift ko? And I'm like, why am I gonna give you a gift? Is it your birthday? Di mo naman birthday eh. Bakit nalulungkot ka pa kapag wala kang masyadong regalo? I mean, I want you to imagine it's your birthday tapos lumapit ako sa iyo, hoy, happy birthday! Nasaan nga pala yung gift ko? Birthday mo tapos hihingan kita ng gift? Nowadays, birthday ng Lord. Pero tayo yung nanghihingi ng gift. Hindi po ganun ang tamang pag-celebrate. Even though when we were kids, yes, it's fun. While you're still young, you get gifts from your ninongs and ninangs. But as you grow old, you realize the less you receive and the more you give. And it's alright kung konti lang. And it's alright kung ikaw na yung nagiging giver kesa sa recipient ng gift. It means you're more blessed now. So it's not your birthday. Remember, a lot of people are sad during this holiday season. Sabi nga nila, stressed. Dahil walang pera, walang gifts masyado. Siguro wala yung loved one nila, nasa malayong lugar, or no longer around. What is a Christmas party nga ba kung wala naman si Jesus? I mean, here's the thing. Here's my beef with the Christmas parties then. So, there's a Christmas party and everyone's happy for the raffle, everyone's happy for the food. But what's a Christmas party kung hindi mo naman i-mention si Kristo? It's a Christmas party, hello. What about doing the things that a celebrant would like you to do? Or what would make him happy? Di ba pag may birthday ang isang tao, gusto natin siya yung happy. So hindi natin inaaway, yung mga ganun. So dapat Christmas party, kayo maglasing kasi ayaw naman ng Lord ng mga ganun. Birthday niya eh. How about this? If it's only us receiving the gifts and not the celebrant, why is it a Christmas party? Kaya ako, I highly recommend, if you have a Christmas party, try to do something that will benefit the typhoon victims or the less fortunate. Because by doing that, I'm going to tell you more about that later on, by the way. By doing that, you're also extending your gifts to the Lord. Pwede yun. So, remember na mas masaya mag-celebrate kapag kasama ang celebrant. Okay? At kung masaya siya. And since we're talking about gifts, alam nyo, I've been thinking, paano nga ba magbigay ng gifts na pwedeng ma-surprise or matuwa yung inyong binibigyan nito? Kasi kada Pasko, sometimes hindi tayo naging masyadong thoughtful about our gifts. Yung pinaka-common na gifts na ayaw na natatanggap ng mga tao lately, alam nyo ba kung ano yun? Kapag Christmas, mga medyas, mga mug at picture frame. Pero kung ako ang tatanungin nyo, appreciate ko na yung mga yun ngayon, promise. Dati hindi, pero ngayon, I like to drink coffee. I like to store pictures in the house. And I like wearing socks. So, yeah, not bad, no? Ngayon, tuturuan ko kayo how to give awesome gifts. Are you ready? So, yung mga hindi masyadong gifted sa pagiging sweet, makinig kayo. Baka makatulong to sa inyo. So, they say it's the thought that counts. But how many of us are guilty of putting no thought into the gifts we give or get for our loved ones? I mean, do we care enough to even just put a little effort so that recipient may be ensured that they would like your gift? Think about that. Kung gusto nyo talagang matuwa yung binibigyan nyo ng gift, whether sila ay yung jowa or yung mahal sa buhay, family member, or not even just Christmas, even birthday, makinig kayo. Here's my guide in picking out the best gifts. Number 1, think ahead. Have a plan. Even if malayo pa, pwede na kayong bumili ng gifts. Hindi yung bukas na yung birthday or bukas na bibigyan yung tao na ang gift. Ngayon ka pala nag-rush. Mahirap mag-isip na nun. Number 2, if you don't have much budget, it's okay. Kami, we looked for a toy warehouse or an outlet and bagsak presyo. And so sometimes we end up giving our mga inaanak, mga sobrang mahal na sapatos, mga ganun. Pero sa totoo lang, we got it from the warehouse and so malaki yung discount. Another way you can surprise a loved one with a gift is get an accomplice. Kasi minsan pag magkasama kayo lagi ng asawa mo or family mo, ang hirap tumakas para bumili ng gift. You can try to ask somebody to help you out. I've done that before. Find out their favorites. Yung mga colors, yung mga sports teams, cartoon characters na favorites nila. And then you could also stock mo yung mga kanilang paboritong items na gamitin, kainin. Sometimes things like even deodorant. You know, if you're close enough to somebody to find out what deodorant they wear, they will appreciate if you get them that. Okay? So that's my awesome guide to getting awesome gifts.
Hi, we are Christopher, and we go against the flow. That is the way to go. Yo!
Sino yung may birthday? Si Jesus yon. Sino yung dapat bigyan ng gift? Well, hindi tayo. Pag nakatanggap, praise God. Pero si Lord talaga ang dapat natin bigyan ng gift. So my third point for you today is give a gift to the celebrant. I want you to imagine, what if there was a way you can give a gift physically kay Lord? I mean, the Lord is spirit, He's invisible, and He's not like He could show up and, Lord, ito po ang gift ko sa inyo, and aabot mo sa Kanya, tatanggapin naman Niya. Di ba nowadays, deliver tayo ng ating mga order or mga products via riders para makuha ng recipient yung ating pinapadala or kaya vice versa. Well, what if I told you you can do that with the Lord? Yes. But bago yun, let me read to you in Matthew 2:11. Look what they did when they found Jesus. They opened their treasures and presented Him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So I don't know kung ito yung nasa wish list ng baby Jesus, pero ito yung binigay sa Kanya. So maybe you're not gonna give gold or frankincense or myrrh to the Lord this year. I don't know. But kung sweet ka sa mga mahal mo sa buhay, bakit kaya hindi tayo ganito ka-sweet sa Lord? Let me suggest to you some gift ideas for the Lord. Pwede ba yan? Yes. Well, the Bible does give us clues. Ano kaya ang gusto ng Lord? In Matthew 25, verse 40, He talks about the real disciples from the not so real or not so legit. Look, in verse 40, the king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Sabi ng Lord, kapag anong ginawa mo sa mga ganitong mga klaseng mga tao sa iyo, it's like sa akin mo ginawa yon. So you see, you can give a gift to Jesus through these people that was mentioned here. In chapter 25, verse 35, I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. So, when you give somebody who is less fortunate, for me, ang translation ko sa the least of these is somebody who is pinaka-least mong isipin or a complete stranger. Madali lang kasi magbigay ng gift sa inyong asawa, sa inyong best friend. It's easy, you love those people. Pero for somebody who's a complete stranger, who you don't know, or even if it's someone na ayaw mo, pag nagbigay ka daw ng gift sa mga yon, sabi ng Lord, parang ginawa mo na rin sa akin yon. I needed clothes, you came to give me clothes. I was in prison and you visited me. So we had this mission a couple of Christmases back then, and we're going to show you after some songs. But yeah, I mean, I went with Irvs and Risi to a place called Tondo, and nagkaroon kami ng exchange gifts program doon para sa Lord. And so, let me ask you this question. Meron ka na bang plano? Meron ka ba naisip na gawin para sa celebrant? Meron ka na bang naisip na gift na pwede mo ibigay? Tuwing Christmas Eve, tayo, kumakain tayo ng masarap, yung karamihan sa atin. Hindi po ba? Now, I want you to imagine, can you imagine a loved one of yours na kumakain ng galing sa basura or sabihin natin buto on that special night? Or how about this? Can you imagine Jesus eating from the trash during his birthday or the night before it? Me, I could not think about that. And so naisip ko, what if we can go to a place called Tondo and try to make a little difference? So right now, I want you to check this out and I want to inspire you to do the same. Here is our mission, Pagpagpala.
Pag niyo po, kukunin ko siya. Okay lang? Kapalit ng nasa laman ng aking bag.
Nung bakit?
Pagpapala. Yay! Okay lang po ba?
Okay lang po.
Deal or no deal?
Deal ako. Deal po.
Maraming salamat sa pagtulong sa amin.
pribilegyo.
Nakita namin ang sitwasyon dito. Bisperas ng Pasko, dami tayong kababayan na kumakain ng buto. Ayaw natin nito. Hanip. Isang rhyme ko, ano? And yeah, Merry Christmas sa mga taga rito. At sa mga nanonood, you guys can do something. We can't feed everyone here. We can't give everybody chicken. Pero maybe next Christmas, kayo naman ang it's your turn to come over here. Gawing pagpapala yung pagpag.
And you're still tuned in to this program brought to you by the Church of the Nazarene and this station. And so before we go, reminders lang, if you like what you saw today, please like nyo po ang aming Facebook page. Pamaskin nyo rin sa amin. Padamin yung mga likes and followers. Also on Twitter at Against the Flows. And you could also email us at weareagainsttheflow@gmail.com. Oh, and don't forget, you could also listen to us on 702 DZAS. So Against the Flow Radio is every Saturday at 9:30 p.m.
Against the Flow.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I just want to end by saying Merry Christmas, everybody. I know it's been a tough year for us. Hindi kayang makancel ito ng COVID or ng pandemic. Si Jesus ay pinanganak. That's why we have joy to the world. Don't forget, ang Pasko, dapat kasama si Kristo para kompleto. My name is Jordan, and I'm reminding you that only dead fish swim with the current. So everyone, let's go against the flow.
Punta mi sa sug, kutok yang ninagos. Laban ako sa agos, I go against the flow. Sumiyatak ni agos, kontra sulong. Laban ako sa agos, I go against the flow. I go against the flow.